lot to share with you tonight, from beginning to the end. From the beginning of this meeting, do you still remember? Sherry stand on stage and share the story of a festival. What's that?
White Day.
White Day, yeah. Because of the reminder of Sherry, I prepared to do something tomorrow. So maybe some of the audience also be reminded that this is the festival tomorrow. Maybe my boyfriend or girlfriend will ask me. Yeah. So it's a good topic in the very beginning. Now, and move to the introduction by TME, Lucia. Lucia also echoed to the thing, to the top, to the White Day mentioned by Sherry. Yeah, and some humor to it. So it's a good start. And also, do you notice that Lucia are really passionate about her theme? She mentioned, she gave a very clear introduction of why you choose this topic and do some statistics. Oh yeah, how you prepare this topic and questions for our speaker. Yes, Forster also mentioned why you choose it. And in the beginning, Lucia introduced a lot for Forster, right? And I love the statistics you've done during the meeting. Ask us to stand up and make us to feel, yeah, how many times did I visit convenience store? So it's a good way to get us into this thing in the very beginning. Because many hosts didn't have time or prepare to introduce the thing, and later on it will be hard for the speakers to answer the question. So I think this opening is very good, very clear. My one suggestion for your introduction is that because you introduced a lot of things about convenience store, but you introduced the Toastmasters between your introduction of convenience store. So maybe next time you can start from the introduction of Toastmasters and then shift into the theme and talk a lot about that, and then you can introduce the first speaker plus their answers to your question. Yeah, this is my suggestion. Also, I love your style today. Many people mentioned that Lucia looks so relaxed on the stage. Freestyle host, freestyle team. You always like this? Different today. Yeah. So, as you can see, Lucia can give some feedbacks to the speakers. After the speakers leave the stage, Lucia can give comments very naturally. So, being relaxed on the stage is a way to be a good host. This is what I learned from you, from Lucia. Okay, next one is about our timer challenger. This is my first time to know that William is a timer challenger today. This is your third time to be the timer. My suggestion for you is that when you raise the board, maybe you say it's red board, yellow board, red board. First one is a green board, so maybe next time you can slow down and to notice that this is green board, yellow board, and red board. And the final timing rule you introduce is the minimum time requirement or last 1 minute left or maximum time. Maybe you can give some examples about the evaluation part and the table topic part. It will be more clear for the timing rule introduction. So maybe next time you do evaluator, the timer, introduce more about the timing rule. Okay. Do your best next time. You will be better. Everyone on the stage will be better when you practice a lot of times. So don't worry about that. And for our counter, Sherry, yeah, I love the way Sherry said the our counter is like the monitor of your redundant words. So, and you also said if I forget to count, that's because your speech is too interesting. So if you want to have less R's, try to make your speech more humorous. I love this way to introduce R's. Thank you. The next one is our variety session. Daniel, do you enjoy the game provided by Daniel?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the good activities in a meeting is that should be very simple, very easy, but very interactive. Yeah, so you meet all the criteria. It's simple. You don't need to spend a lot of time to explain the rules. And also very simple, very interactive. You can call a lot of people here. I guess almost eight people. Yeah, it's a good activity that so many people stand on the stage. And also it's a good way to make all the members, also our guests, to know more about the people around them. My suggestion is that because our members, most of our members call members, maybe we can invite some members to call our guests to join these activities next time. But don't worry, because you are called out upon in the table topic section. So you will have a chance, maybe this time you listen, but next time you will be called. So this is, I love your variety session. I will learn it and use it next time in other meeting. I love it, really. And next one is our three prepared speakers. Although our individual evaluator had talked a lot about that, but I also have some notes. I love the arrangement of arranging circle as the evaluator of Aaron, because the first people called upon by Aaron is circle. So at that time I thought, wow, the circle is Aaron's individual evaluator. But later I found you called 4 people. Although our individual evaluators suggest that you can select some celebrities or some famous people that our guests will know, but I personally thought it's still good to select the 4 senior members as your targets, because they are senior enough. At least most of the people know them. For example, if you select me, many new guests or new members won't know me. So I will notice that the 4 people you choose is very active members in this turn. So I still think it's a good choice. You link your points to a member's point, and also the last page you give us some homeworks. It's always really very good to give us a very clear homeworks. I think the style of your speech is always clear, very clear. Everyone understands every word you provided to us. We do learn the DISA, the characteristics from you. And we all for others who are not called upon by you, we are so curious about which kind of type do I belongs to. So if you have time, but I know your speech, there's no more time for you to introduce, but if you can tell us how to grade ourselves, how to categorize ourselves into this kind of DISA, we can do the homework at home, and I will know which kind of people do I belong to. So if you have time. Okay, our next speaker is David. Hi. Although I didn't visit Neihu very often recently, but when I follow the line, I know you are very famous and very humorous, and this is my first time.
No.
You are very famous. Everyone said, "Hey, David, it's our future star." Also, when CMU also introduced that you were a future star, Black Horse and so on. So this is my first time to listen to your speech. As mentioned by Charlotte, your opening is very attractive. That if we didn't listen to your speech, we will lose something. So it's a good way to open your speech. And you are what you eat. Be conscious about what you consume in your body. It's a famous sentence. And I also love your conclusion. So what's the conclusion of David's speech? Be the better version of you. Although I listened to this sentence many times, but after you introduce your stories and how you struggle, how you make it, and you give us conclusion, be a better version of yours. Oh, it's so good. But my suggestion for you is that just slow down to make your powerful conclusion. Maybe you can have some pause. Be a better version of you. This gesture pleases you so much. You can do better than me. So this is a simple suggestion for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do believe you are the future star in Neihu. Look forward to your future speeches. Final one, Wan Zhong. Yeah. I just talked to Wan Zhong in the ladies' room. That is really touched. I can see from the audience that we all feel so surprised that you have this kind of childhood and you share with us with such a quick way, simple way, but it's very profound. We all touched by your life, and goes up and goes down, and finally go back to the topic. Tell us what's the meaning of leader in your mind? Because when I see the topic leadership is a very cliche topic, but your story is so different, and the 2 people you share with the stories with them are so different, and out of our expectation, but we learn a lot from your stories. I was really impressed by your opening and conclusion. In the opening, you asked, do you think you are a leader? No one will raise our hand because our definition for a leader is different and maybe very strict to ourselves. And just like what you say, we will thought the leader is in a company, in a business, but we never thought we can be a leader of other kinds of people, and it's more meaningful. And in the end, obviously we are all convinced by you. Most of us raise our hand, and including me. So it's a very successful speech that you change us in such a short time. Yeah, we learn a lot from Wan Zhong. Thank you. Give a big applause to Wan Zhong. It's always precious to listen to the speeches from the member. You will never know what you will learn from their words, their sentences. Next one is our table topic speaker. First introduce what's the scenario that you come up with this idea. Convenience store. When I'm in convenience store, I would never thought this is a topic. So it was so different. But it comes out to be a very good topic. Although in the beginning I thought, that's such a simple topic. But when Lucia designed that little question, and also your table topic questions, I thought, oh, this could be a very difficult topic. Because it's too common for us, we never focus on it. Yeah, I have to share. When I want to answer this question and even prepare my answer, I visit convenience store and find I never noticed what's in it in my daily life. What happened? So that's why we need to come here and be asked, maybe pick up like Forrester. It's a time, it's a chance to have a different thoughts and on our life. Especially, how can Forrester combine romantic relationship with convenience store? And I counted 2 topics about relationship. So creative. And also in the beginning, I find you select two of our members, and they have been standing on stage for many times in the beginning of the meeting. But later on, I find you started to ask some guests. It's a good way to host a table topic section. And I noticed that the people you pick is the one who had ever visited Neihu at least 1 or 2 times. Not the one who visited here for the first time. So this is a good way not to scare them out and give others members a hint that next time they might be called upon by you. So I love the host by Forrester. Let's give Forrester a big applause again. And being a table topic session master is a way for audience to know more about the host. I always think it's like this. Because maybe Forrester will not share so many things in a daily conversation, but there can be questions to ask us. So next time, if you have something to say, something to express, but don't have the chance, be the table topic session master is a good way. Okay, then it's our individual evaluators. Yeah, I think my job is to be your evaluators, to give you some comments. For our 3 evaluators, they are very excellent and the senior members, so I need to pick up something different. But I'd like to share first is that they did a very good job mostly in time control. I think generally is good because I take notes that all of the evaluators start their recommendations before green board. So it's a good way to arrange your time so that you have a lot of chance to share your comments. And I counted many of you, all of you provide 2 or 3 comments to our speaker and give clear explanation. It's a good demonstration for our other members. And also for conclusion, yeah, you give a clear summary in the end, especially for circle. When the red board is raised, circle say, to sum up. I think it's so cool that the timing is so sharp.
Because I'm going to join the contest, I have to do that.
I noticed that for you. So it's time control is so good, and for other evaluators, you also did a good job in time control. So you have enough time to provide your comments to us. And it's always important to give reasons why you give these suggestions. So you have to leave enough time for yourself to explain. Otherwise, we won't understand what do you mean. And many of our evaluators didn't need notes. It's amazing that you didn't need notes. But even if you need it, that's okay. You just try to organize your ideas and encourage our members. And I find 3 evaluators have very good eye contact with our speaker. They quickly find their target, look at them, and just talk to them. So it's a good way to be an individual evaluator. They will say, wow, after I prepare a good speech, an experienced evaluator talk a lot to me and listen to my speech very carefully. So it's a good way to make our speakers feel good. I won't go into the detail, but generally it's very good. One suggestion for one of our evaluators, Tarina, one suggestion for you is that since evaluation is a mini speech, so you can be more relaxed here and try to use the stage, although I didn't use it. So I find Tarina stand here for most of the time. Maybe this is first time you come here, a little bit nervous, not familiar with the stage. Next time, you can just relax a little bit. I love the body language by Charlotte. Although Charlotte didn't move very dramatically, but Charlotte just relaxed and talked to David. David, right? Yeah. Talked to David. Very relaxing. So it's when you are relaxed enough and confident enough on the stage, you will have a more natural body language. So that's what we can practice every time on the stage. Okay, final one is Joyce. I'm waiting for your board. Okay. Finally, is Joyce. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's not easy to be language evaluator. At least how many times have you been language evaluator for you?
4.
Second time? More than second time.
More than.
Yeah, I still remember your first language evaluation. I know I remember I'm the audience then. And you improve a lot because this time you provide something different to us. Maybe next time you read your notes to us. By this time, you check some new words and tell us the spelling, and also give us some examples to be an example of pronunciations and invite us to correct it together. Maybe next time try to take more notes. Maybe you take a lot of notes but didn't share all of them. You can try to share more of them because you have a lot of time for you. So just practice and practice. Everyone will be better version of us in the future. Report. Control back to TME.